Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of Congratulations.
Crazy, 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 crazy.
Oh, it's a cult. That's it. It's a cult. We're off and running. We have a new episode of Congratulations. Got some stuff in my notes. Ate some pasta. No, I'm sorry, I didn't eat pasta. I ate chicken and rice, and then I ate a fried cheese ball, and my stomach is a knot. Yay! May have to stop to go number 2. Yay! Don't want to start it off gross, or as Calvin would say, ew. That's what he does whenever someone says gross. He goes, ew, and it melts my heart. But that's what's up, dude. Workout's been okay. Sorry, strong guys. Sorry to break your heart, strong guys. I'm just so goddamn sorry. And things are good. I'm wearing the Make Friends in the Comments pink long sleeve shits, just ready to kind of peek into fall. You know what I mean? I know it's been fall, but fall just kind of opened the door a little bit. It opened the door slowly, like you're trying to peek into the room, isn't it? It's just opening the door slowly. Fall's just opening the door, peeking in right now. That's what fall's doing. It's not wide open. It's not with arms wide open, but it's peeking in. And that's what's happening season-wise. So, but we got that merch here, crystallia.com, go over there. And then we've got the new Life Rips colorway, and it's called Sandstorm. And I is so frinkin' sick that I can't even believe it, dude. It's so frinkin' sick, it should come with a thermometer. It doesn't, though. But it's Sandstorm. It's it's that sand color. It's the color of my old G-Wagon I used to have. And it was inspired by that, dude. And the writing is it says Life Rips, and it's black, and it's just so killer, dude. And it's like just peeking in the door for fall, man. When I think of merch, when I think of what I'm designing and how I'm doing it, I think of how it works season-wise. And this new merch with the Friends in the Comments and the Life Rips and all the shits, man, it's just peeking in the door at fall. That's all it's doing. It's just opening the door and popping its head in like anyone home. That's what it's doing, and it's doing that to fall. That's what it's doing. It's all good. I'm healthy. And so we're having a good time over here at the Congratulations. Another thing, let's get this shit out of the way, dude, because we're proud, but try not to show One Fire's reflection in it, but we can show Cooper's reflection in it. There's Cooper right there being a good boy, laying on the but the More Crystalia channel we got over we have like 150,000 followers on there, but it's been good because we've been doing those with Chris videos and the clips. It's got the clips on it. It used to be called Clips for the Babies, and we changed it because we want to broaden our horizon. It's all good, but you know how that goes. We're moving up. But we have fun with the Jeremy Renner sting. We have fun with it, but we're not going to overdo it. Not this time. We're not going to overdo it. But when I get spicy, you never know what's going to happen. But anyway. So what do we do now? What did we do all week? Think about what you did this week. Think about what you did this week and the week you had. Let it all go. Just let it all go. This is a silly goose time we're going to have. Like I say, fuck NPR. We're just going to have a good time. Maybe you turned off NPR because you got the notification that Congratulations is coming on, right? And you were just like, you know what? I don't want to learn about fucking air conditioning in the 1950s. I'd rather hear a silly goose time. And that's why you're here. And that's why this is a cult, right? That's why this is a cult. Fucking, we don't say his name, but fuck Jared Leto. We don't ever say his name here at this Congratulations shit. But fuck Jared Leto. He was trying to do a cult, but we don't say his name. But he is not even in the discussion, dude. Right? He's not in the discussion. So he can try and do a cult and everything, but it's not that. Jared Leto can, but we don't say his name. But it's just he's not like me. If you see like a, you know what I mean? 2 cult guys walking up to each other. One's me and one's Jared Leto or whoever. We don't say his name. We know who's coming out on top, right? That's the babies in full force. So that's what we got going on. But yeah, I'm a gamer, and that's it. I've streamed way too many times to not be a gamer. And I used to say I was a gamer, and a little insecurity would peek in. A little insecurity would peek in. But now no insecurity peeks in because I'm a gamer, dude. I gamed till 3 a.m. last night. Went to bed. Kristen didn't even hear me come into bed, and then woke up in the morning and then had a whole day. And then in the evening, I was like, I think I'm going to play Red Dead Redemption 2 again. And she goes like this, oh, really? And I said, yup. And she said, wow. I said, I know. I'm all backwards, man, because I streamed so much last night. And she was like, oh, when did you go to bed? And I said 3 o'clock. And that was not a lie, but it was a little bit after 3 o'clock. It was like 3:15. But I kind of like, you know what I mean? I shaved 15 minutes off of it. And she goes and she says, wow. And I said, I know, but honey, I'm a gamer now. And I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, but I'm a gamer. So follow us over on Flex Avenue. We're having a good time, dude. I shot a fucking ram. You know what I do, dude? Now, I'm going to tell you something about these video games, dude. First of all, not, much like other things, I thought that maybe this is what I'm realizing about myself when I'm trying new things. And honestly, trying video games is a new thing for me. So what I'm telling you is it's not going to be the whole thing that I don't like. Like, I don't like sports, right? But I'm sure that there's a sport out there that I would like to play. I'm very active. I'm sort of brick heart strong, guys, but I'm very strong and very active, right? Weightlifting, that's kind of a thing I like. I like throwing around a kettlebell. You know what I'm talking about? And but so that's what I like doing. And so there are video games which I don't like as a whole. There are video games I do like, and that's Red Dead Redemption 2. And I love that game, and I can do whatever I want. And I'm spreading activism in the game. That's what I'm doing. I'm an activist in a Red Dead Redemption 2. And I did a stream. I didn't realize how much of an activist I was until I did a stream on Red Dead Redemption. And this guy, this old timer, this guy with like one of those ring around hairs with no hair on the top, but it was long like that. I don't know why some people actually have that cut still now, dude. There will be bald guys that are completely cue bald and then a ring around hair and it's long. But what are you doing though, right? But what are you doing growing it long when you don't even have it on top? But what are you doing though, right? Are you a friar? No, because there are no friars anymore. So this guy with one of those long, it's like you know what it's like? It's like your ears are wearing a cape. That's what it looks like, right? And so this guy was wearing his ears were wearing a cape, and he had on this fucking vest and a nice tie. You know how everyone used to dress up before 1960, no matter what time period it was, everyone dressed up. Everyone fucking dressed up. It doesn't matter what, 1920s, everyone was wearing like a suit and shit. 1940s, hey, what's going on, kid? Like that kind of shit. And then way back into the fucking King's time, they were all decked out and shit, or you were a knight, right? Or you just couldn't afford clothes. But if you had clothes, you were dressing to the fucking nines before 1960. 1960, people were like, what are we fucking doing, dude? Let's roll around in the mud. Let's wear hippie shit. Let's fucking kiss each other. We don't need to be dressed for that. Back then, in the 40s and 50s, people had t-shirts, but they were ne'er-do-wells. So anyway, I asked this guy, it's become so socially acceptable to wear a t-shirt ever since 1960 is what I'm saying. But anyway, so I'm in Red Dead Redemption 2, and this guy asked me to go get his pocket watch. He asked me to go get his old gun. That's an antique. And he asked me to go get his ledger. Now, if you play Red Dead Redemption 2, you understand what I'm saying. But if you don't play it, you don't understand what I'm saying yet. And that's good, because you can come along on the story with me. Come on, dude. I was playing it for the first time, just like you're hearing it for the first time. So this old guy asked me to do the thing, and I went and I found this guy's pocket watch. I found his old gun, which, by the way, there were already two thieves in his house saying, hey, partner, we already found this house. And I said, and I had to fucking risk my life. I got the gun from the guy. Of course, I looted him. I got about fucking, $1.50, which is loaded back then. And then I found the ledger. I read the ledger a little bit. And then I stopped it. And I was like, what's going on? Right? I was like, what's going on? I don't want to have to read this whole thing. And somebody in the chat says, basically, he's just not a good guy. Somebody on the Flex Avenue chat says, you know what? He's not a good guy. Just go ahead and return the ledger. So I return the ledger. And as I get to the guy with the fucking skirt around his ears, right? With the cape, like his ears have a cape on it. Remember that guy in the beginning of this story? I give him the ledger, and my character's mad at him. He's like, hey, man, I don't know why you wanted this fucking ledger. You shouldn't be doing this and that. And I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on here? My character's mad, but I'm not in this game, right? Because you know me, when I go full force, I go full force. When I go do something, it's all in. And I realize I'm cheating myself. And I'm cheating Flex Avenue on Twitch. I'm cheating it. And it's only, we're hurting the experience, right? So I say to the chat, why is this guy so mad? And somebody says, oh, well, you just found out that he owned slaves. Now, you know what we believe as a cult on congratulations, okay? Slavery is not good, all right? I've said it before in this podcast, and I will say it again, and I will say it until my heart stops beating, okay? Slavery is not a good thing to do, all right? I've always said that. There's a lot of flip-floppers, politicians going to, Joe Biden used to be like, oh, yeah, I think only men and women should get married. We have no place for gays. And now he's all like, hey, gay it up. I got flags printed, right? Flip-flopping. And flip-flopping isn't necessarily a bad thing because you want to grow and evolve as a human being. But one thing that I'm telling you I will never evolve from is slavery is not a good thing to do. It doesn't matter how many decades pass, how much time ticks. Your boy D'Elia will always be against slavery. Okay? So now I'm thinking, I got an audience on Flex Avenue. I'm like, how do I deal with this shit, right? And like, yeah, he owned slaves. And I was like, whoa. First of all, whoa for Rockstar Games for even broaching the subject. Whoa. I mean, I know this game gets bags. There's a part 2 already, and they're working on part 3. I mean, whoa, but they broached it. And even if they did try to say if some woke motherfuckers came after Rockstar Games and was like, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, even though it's part of history, you shouldn't have this in the video game. It teaches the wrong message to kids. Whoa, they won't stop because bags, they won't stop, right? Because Rockstar Games is a corporation. What do we know about corporations? They don't give a fuck about anything except bags. But here I am, not the corporation. I'm just a guy behind the fucking remote control trying to play the game, right? And I'm like, you know what? What's the right thing to do here? Because you could do anything in this game. I mean, I gave a donation in this game to a lady that was trying to help homeless. And then you know what I did? She said, thanks. I took it back. Not only did I take it back, I took everything in her box. I already took the donations. All right? Do I feel bad about that? No, but my character might. But what I'm saying is not doing slavery is a fucking thing dear to my heart. So I hogtied him. Somebody in the chat said, he's not worth it. Let him go. And I said, he does slavery and we don't stand for that. So I hogtied him. And then I picked him up and I brought him over to the fire because I thought it would be funny because I thought, oh, how funny would it be if he caught fire? But video games, you know them, right? They're not real life. So I just threw him on the fire and for like 30 seconds, he was just on the fire. And I was like, see, video games aren't ready. They're not like real life. People are like, oh, video games are like real life. If they're real life, then how come sometimes when I park my horse, it's standing like that, right? Sometimes when I park my horse, it's standing literally like that. When horses would stand like that, it doesn't look like real life in Red Dead Redemption. It's very beautiful, but please stop saying video games are like real life. So I'm just sitting, waiting, looking at him in the fire, and I'm making fun of him because video games aren't like real life. And I say to the chat, I'm like, look at this, dude. It's so fucking ridiculous. And all of a sudden, the guy fucking catches fire. The guy starts burning alive. The old man with the fucking cape around his ears starts rolling around, hogtied, and goes, oh my God, and burns alive. And I felt crazy, so I fucking took out my dual-wielding pistols and I shot him in the head so he wouldn't suffer, right? Yeah, I wanted his life to end because he was all into slavery, but I didn't want him to burn alive, so I shot him in the head. And then when I rode by on my horse for the rest of the stream, I told them, me, as Chris D'Elia, every time I rode by a black person in the game, I told them what I did. I said, oh, I have a crazy story for you. And I told them exactly what I did. I hogtied the guy and I burned him alive. So you have a nice day. So don't come to me and tell me that I don't do activism. All right. They tried to crash my stream 2 times because they don't want me doing fucking activism shit in Red Dead Redemption, but it's all good. Follow us on Flex Avenue. Anyway, dude, we have a silly goose time, dude. But we also are activists. That activism that I did was way more than any activism show that CBS ever did or will ever do. That show will never come out. And I guarantee it. Like that guy in the fucking Burlington Coat Factories guy, the bitch ass guy. And I guarantee it, you know? The guy that literally looks like fucking, that guy's literally one of the most famous people I've ever, you could ever see. If the Burlington Coat Factory guy walked into a cafe, is it Burlington Coat Factory? Men's Warehouse. Yes! Don't even know the name, know the guy's face. Fucking rips! The Men's Warehouse guy, if he were to walk into a cafe and you were there, you would be like, that's the I guarantee it guy. You might call him the Burlington Coat Factory guy, but you'd know the face, dude. That guy, I swear to God, the Burlington, wait, no, it's fucking, what is it? Men's Warehouse, the Men's Warehouse guy. If there was a fame off in America, I don't know what it's like in fucking Denmark or whatever, but if there was a fame off, I shit you not, and I mean it, including Tom Cruise, including The Rock, including Gerard Butler, including the guy from fucking Home Alone who what's his kid name? What's the fucking, who's all, Macaulay McLachlan. Dude, including those guys, okay? Including everybody, all right? If you took the fucking, not the Burlington Coat Factory, but what's the guy? The fucking Men's Warehouse guy. He would come in and I shit you not, 112. That's the 112th most famous person in the world. That's how many times they ran that commercial. They still run it. They still run it. And guess what? The shit's out of business. But he'll still pop up on your TV in a different commercial and be like, I guarantee it. Remember me from Men's Warehouse? He's so recognizable, that guy. And if you're a fucking Indian baby, or if you're a fucking, an Antarctic baby, or a fucking, where do they not get this congratulations podcast, but you still stream it from wherever, you might not know this guy, but in America, this guy is so fucking famous. He's the 112th famous person in the world. Okay? And 113, honestly, is woohoo. Jean Reno. So that's, I'm just saying that's how fucking famous the guy is. He's like a little bit more famous than Jean Reno. But anyway, yeah, dude. We've been playing some Red Dead Redemption, and we've been doing a lot of this stuff, a lot of the activism in there. I went hunting for one of the legendary meats. This is for the game guys, dude, but I went hunting for a ram, and it took me 30 minutes to hunt the ram. I found the ram. I shot the ram really early on. I'm going to be honest. I thought I had him. Like in the first half, I fucking thought I had him. You know how they say it? And I shot him, and I kept trying to get him. I couldn't shoot him. I getting so frustrated. All of a sudden, 30 minutes later, I'm looking at the ram. The ram goes like this. And falls, and it hits the ground. And I'm like, what the fuck? Chat's laughing at me. I'm like, all right, what happened? And it's like, it bled out. It bled out for 30 minutes, dude. I capped him once, pop, pop. And then fucking the ram bled out 30 minutes later. He just took a nap, dude. I put rams to sleep. Who am I, the Chargers? I don't know. No, the Chargers are the Rams, maybe. I don't even know sports really at this point. The Chiefs? Whatever it is. Every team's got a racist name. Whoa! We got to lay off this fucking button, in all honesty. Sorry to stop it in between the fucking sting. But, yeah. So what else did I do this week? That was way too long to talk about video games, but I will talk about this thing. You know your boy? You know what he is. Oh, fucking Cooper hit the thing. We got to move it back a little bit. Does it look okay? It looks okay, right? Okay, cool. Fucking Cooper. Bad dog. Cooper, lay down. Cooper, lay down. Cooper, lay down. Let's get him out of the room, yeah, because he ruined everything. Cooper ruined everything. Cooper, go. Go outside. All good. Go. You're beautiful. I love you, but go. What was I saying about the fucking, oh, dude, you know what kind of guy I am, dude. When I do something, I'm all in. That's what I was talking about with the activism shit. You got to be all in your life, no matter what you're doing. You're playing video games, if you're doing minute shit, or if you're doing some fucking serious save the world shit, you got to be all in. Because otherwise, what are you doing, dude? Remember, life rips, but life only rips as much as you make it. It's your headspace, dude. And my headspace is absolutely firing on all cylinders and I say cylinders, dude, this time, because I mean it. Okay? Be you, motherfucker, 100%. Life hops in. Take that ride. So no matter what you're doing, you do it all in. Now that, of course, is synonymous a little bit with my addict. I'm an addict, right? We all know that. I suffer from addiction. I'm in therapy. I'm in a program. I have a men's group, right? I'm an addict. But, that's real talk. But it permeates into everything in my life. Now, what happened the other night was I turned on Netflix, all right? Now, I'm a Hulu. I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? I'm on Netflix a lot, but I'm a Hulu guy, all right? Why am I a Hulu guy? Because I started watching things like Lego Masters and some reality stuff and Gordon Ramsay stuff, and he's on about 30% of what Hulu has. For real. I mean, Gordon Ramsay has so many cooking shows, but also he'll just pop in like a movie that Will Arnett is in, and he'll just be like, how's it going? Get out of the kitchen. And Will Arnett will run out of the kitchen and be like, sorry. But he's in it, like he'll just be in a fucking, who's that guy? Who's the guy that plays the, what's going to be funny? It was going to be Jeffrey. Who was the fucking guy who got the best actor? Jeffrey, the old guy in the fucking Pirates of the what? Jeffrey Rush, dude. Hell yeah, dude. He was in the movie Quills. Jeffrey Rush was in Quills, acting in Quills, and all of a sudden Gordon Ramsay was in one of the dungeons, and he was like, "Get out of the kitchen." Anyway, I'm a Hulu guy, is what I'm saying. You know? But I turned on Netflix, and the first thing that popped up was, and here's how much my addict permeates into my regular life. I'm in... Dude, I'm in bed, and I start a movie that Jake Gyllenhaal is in. It's a new movie that came out on Netflix, and it's called The Guilty. All right? Now, I don't know if you know much about me and how I feel about Jake Gyllenhaal, but there's two things I feel about Jake Gyllenhaal. All right? He is a fantastic actor. No cap. That's it. Wrap it up. That's it. Wrap it up, right? We're done here. He's a great actor. That's how good he is. You could say that and just end on it, right? That's how good of an actor Jake Gyllenhaal. Jake Gyllenhaal's a great actor, guys. Okay, let's pack up. Let's pack up. Let's file these papers. Let's get everything all done. I'll do the paperwork, right? Here's another thing about Jake Gyllenhaal. He's too weirdly buff in every part he plays, okay? Right? Like he'll play a pizza delivery guy and you're like, why is he so fucking string bean jacked? Right? Why is he built like a shit brick house and he works at a call center? Brick shit house. Why is he built like a fucking brick shit house and he's a fucking pilot? You know what I mean? Jake Gyllenhaal is just all like, I'll be the pilot. And you're just like, okay, you're a fantastic actor, but do kind of you don't have to do totally what Christian Bale does. You know, Christian Bale will play fucking the vice president, Dick Cheney, but he'll just be like, oh, you guys know I'm Dick Cheney, right? And while I do this movie, there is no Dick Cheney. That's not me. Okay. So here I gain fucking 100 pounds and go bald, right? You don't have to do what he does. I think that's ridiculous. And that'll only land you to a viral, oh, good for you moment, right? Remember that moment? We know here at Congratulations. But so now we're talking about Jake Gyllenhaal, and Jake Gyllenhaal is a fantastic actor, but he's also weirdly string bean shit, brick shit house strong, no matter what the fuck he plays, right? Ever since he played that movie where he played that boxer where his wife died, and Eminem did the soundtrack, he's just seriously string bean fucking brick shit house buff. Even when he's playing, he'll do like a voice in the new Ice Age movie, and you'll still be like, okay, but he's too string bean brick shit house strong as this squirrel, right? So weirdly buff, fantastic actor. All right, so I turn on this movie, The Guilty, and I'm in bed with Kristen, and she's like, you just put something on. I put it on. Now all of a sudden, we're watching the movie. And this happens so much with my lady, man. She'll tell me to turn on something. I'll turn it on. I'll get invested. She'll tell me she doesn't like it. Anger, rising. Okay? But we do therapy, so let's quell the anger. But at this point, it's too strong, rising. Now, why is it too strong? Because Jake Gyllenhaal's a fantastic actor. He's drawing me in. He's doing cryings when he's not supposed to be doing cryings. And he's not crying when you'd think he would be crying, right? Like that's how Jake Gyllenhaal will be like, he'll watch his wife get fucking shot up by a bunch of gangsters and be like, Mary, right? But then he'll ask you for a baked potato in one scene and you'll be like, why are his eyes welling up? The guy's unpredictable, dude. Except for his body's predictable. We've learned that. So now I'm watching this movie, The Guilty, and I'm all in. And she's like, I don't like stuff where maybe the kid dies in it, and it seems like the kid's gonna be dying in it. And I'm just like, okay, but you told me to turn it on, and now I'm invested. She says, well, you go into a different room. You go into a different room. Now, what people on TikTok don't know is I have more than one TV. Now, why I say that people on TikTok is because I've posted a video where I was watching TV on TikTok and everyone says, wow, why did you hang your TV too high above the fireplace? You should hang it lower. And they're saying it like I don't have another TV that might be lower and more comfortable to watch. Now, let's not talk about that because this is about the movie about Jake Gyllenhaal. But I do have more than one TV, okay? So I go downstairs to finish the fucking movie. I'm in therapy. I quell my anger. I say, okay, sweetheart, good night. Leave her to do her crossword puzzle and listen to murder podcasts, and I go down. Now, yes, I am watching the TV. That is too high on TikTok, but it's all good. It doesn't matter. I was watching it, and it's fine to me. All right? So I'm watching the fucking Jake Gyllenhaal movie. And it is 12:30, okay? Half of the hour of the movie's over. So I'm like, I guess I'll watch the whole thing. It'll be over at 2. Fuck it. But the movie draws me in. It draws me in really good, and I feel uncomfortable. And I'm not going to spoil the movie, but it's very kind of sad what happens. But by the end, you're left with some sort of, okay, you know, that nice American, just the character did what he had to do, even though he was a weird, flawed person, right? That's pretty much every American movie. No matter what the movie is, it doesn't matter if the guy's an anti-hero, a hero, or a fucking, you know, whatever else there is. The guy in the American movie, even though he's flawed, he kind of ends up doing usually the right thing, right? That's usually what the American movie is about. The movie ends, and I'm like, wow. Jake Gyllenhaal sure can fucking act his way out of a paper bag. You could probably put him down fucking you could put cement blocks. You could kill him like Lips Manless and Dick Tracy, and he would still fucking rise to the surface by using acting. Like, he could probably act his way out of cement blocks is what I'm trying to say. So I'm watching the movie and it ends, and at the end of the movie, it says, let me just pull it up to make sure it's the right thing here. It says, based on Den Skyldige. All right? Now, it says, based on Den Skyldige. I'm looking at this word. My first thought is, I can't see what it says. Okay? My next thought is, my heart beats fast. Am I dying? Because what is this word Den Skyldige, right? And I think, is it based on a person? Is it Ben Skyldige? And then I think, no, because I got closer. Den Skyldige. So I Google Den Skyldige. And while I'm typing Den Skyldige, I'm thinking, I have this wrong. Because it's not a word. And not once did I think it was a foreign word. So I Googled Den Skyldige, and my phone did the thing where it was like I was like, no, back. I got to spell it. And then, no, don't predict it. It's fucking Den Skyldige. I keep looking, back. It's not Ben Skyridge. It's Den Skyldige, back. And I finally hit the fucking X, and then I Google it. Boom. It's a movie from Denmark. Movies based on a book. Fine. Movies, TV series based on a graphic novel. Fine. Movies based on a poem. Fine. Movies based on a story somebody told you once. Fine. Movie based on a banana. Fine. But when you base a movie on a movie that's already successful, you got to tell me before I watch the fucking movie. That's unfair. You play dirty. That's a dirty game, Netflix. And I've got a bone to pick with you. Yeah. Okay. We've definitely had our differences, you know. I've worked for you. You cut me out of some stuff, whatever. We won't talk about it. But what I will say is, if I'm going to be watching a movie that's about a movie that already happened, you fucking tell me, hey, hold up. There's a different movie that's actually this movie first. But you didn't do that. So I Googled it. And I was all in. Like I said in the beginning of this, I'm all in, dude. I'm all in when I watch a fucking movie. And when I Googled it, I thought, I wonder if I could see Den Skyldige. I wonder if I could see Den Skyldige right now. So I looked up where to watch Den Skyldige. And guess where you can watch Den Skyldige? Hulu. Now let's go back to the beginning of the story. I'm a Hulu boy. Okay? That's what I am. I've told you that. So when I saw that Den Skyldige was the first movie that was The Guilty on Netflix, only it's on Hulu. And it was made, by the way, not even decades ago, 2 years ago. I went right to Hulu and I accessed it because I have Netflix and Hulu. And I started watching Skyldige. And I have to be honest with you, even though I am all in, and my addict, this is addict behavior, by the way, through and through, even with little things, it permeates, like I said. I started watching the movie. And I thought I'm just going to watch and see how the guy does it, if he does it like Jake Gyllenhaal, or how many of the lines are different or the same or whatever. So the movie started, and Jake Gyllenhaal sure can act his way out of some cement blocks, but this guy was the guy. This guy was doing everything that Christian Bale does, but without all of the weight, without all of the pulling hair out of his head. He was just simply the guy. Because I didn't know this guy. Sure, he was probably very, very famous in Denmark, but what the fuck do I know? But he was just the guy at the call center, acting, with no string bean, brick shit house body. He was just some guy doing the part. And that drew me in. So I watched the whole fucking goddamn movie. Again. I watched it again. I watched both versions of the movie. I watched the first movie. The first movie ended, found out about Skyldige, and then I watched the second movie. And I watched the whole thing. And the movie was exactly the same. The screenplay was the same until the end. The end is different, and I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. But the end made the Denmark movie better. Okay? It's better. It's better. The movie from Denmark, the Danish film, is better. Is Denmark Danish? I don't know. It's Danish. But anyway, it's a film, Skyldige, and it's really fucking good. And it means the guilty. And the guy in it is so good. And I want to spoil it. I want to tell you why it's a better movie, but it's just very not American, man. The way he fucking comes to his, character's fruition or whatever the fuck is just so very, and I don't know, I've never been there, but it's very Danish. And I loved it, dude. The moral of the story is, don't fucking remake a movie, okay? 2 years later, and not, dude. Also, it says screenplay by, dude. You just translated it. It should literally just say translated by, and then the credit should be somebody. Translated by doesn't matter. That's what it should say. That's what it should fucking say, dude. Now, I get it, dude. It's like you want the credit and cool, and everyone needs their credit. Everyone wants their fucking credit nowadays, right? It's so fucking like everybody's like, well, if you posted my meme, you better tag me and tell people I don't give a fuck, dude. If I made memes out there, take them. As a matter of fact, say my old jokes. I don't give a fuck. I won't even call you out on it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, man. There was a comedian that did my joke, a friend of mine I told him, I was like, yo, just so you know, I did that joke and you put it out there, and he was like, oh, fucking said something, and I was like, look, I don't give a shit, man. I'm just telling you in case you want to fucking know. I don't give a fuck. He probably thought about it on his own too. I'm not saying he even stole it, but like, dude, my point is, the movie's never going to be better than the original movie, right? Because if they're going to remake it, that means it's a success. So in effect, if it's a success, you're not going to make it better. That doesn't mean you can't get bags. Okay, fine. But it's, Netflix wants the content, but there's not even a theater release. So it's not really even making bags. But I watched the movie. I've been watching a lot of shit, man. I don't mean to make this whole thing a fucking review, but it's like, whatever, dude. I saw Squid Game. By the way, dude, Squid Game, okay? I'll tell you right now, I am not a fucking hater. I tell shit how it is. You know me, and I'm no Cuda, dude. I'm not trying to like shit because of the hype. He says this while he's wearing Yeezys. Yes, fine. I understand. I like the look of the shoe, but still, dude, I don't fucking buy the hype. But I turned on Squid Game because of the hype, because I'm like, let's see what this is all about. Maybe I could talk about it on my podcast. Turned it on, hooked, liked it. Is it as good as everyone's saying? Probably not, but it is very good. It is good. But everyone's acting like this show is Jesus. And the show, in fact, is not Jesus. It's just some show. And it is very good. Some of the acting's very good. They draw you in. It doesn't redo the wheel. It's not like fucking Breaking Bad. That show's great. It's not Sopranos. It's not even The Wire. And sometimes in The Wire, I'm like, yeah, no, I guess it is good, right? Everyone loved The Wire. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, yeah. And I don't really know. So I'm watching the fucking thing, and it's drawing me the fuck in, and I like Squid Game, dude. I like it a lot. I like the games they play. They got to play games. They got to play 6 games. There's 450 people that come into a place by choice, and they have to play games to stay alive. And as the 6 games go by, people die until there's very few people left, and they got to split the money, all right? That's what it's about. I summed it up nicely. That's what it's about, and it's good, and I watched it in 2.5 days, okay? I was very loserish doing this, but I did it, and I was happy about it. And I tried to watch it in the fucking voiceover shits, because you could do that on the streaming shits. You could turn on audio, and you could be like, I'd be like, at first they were like, and I'm reading it, but I'm like kind of missing it and shit. And also I can't text my friends while I'm watching it because I got to be reading the shit. So I'm like, maybe I'll turn the voices shits on. But when they do the voice acting, dude, why are they? It's so bad. It's worse than video games. In video games, they'll be like, you might want to talk to the stork. The stork has that information. But dude, in like subtitled shit, if you turn the American or the English or the whatever, bro, it's so bad. They'll be like, oh, watch out, I'm coming through. It'll literally be like a guy with a stack of papers just like, oh, watch out, I'm coming through. And then if you turn it off and rewind it and you just read the subtitles and you listen to it in Korean, it's like, and you're like, oh, they're actually acting well. So I turned it on for a little bit, and then I turned it back off for a little bit, and I started reading it because these people are just like, whoa, hold on, I'm coming through. Oh, and forget it if there's a kid. If there's like a 6-year-old in it, because the fucking actor, even if it's like a boy, a 6-year-old boy, it will be like a 40-year-old woman that's like, hi, excuse me, and you're just like, oh, Jesus, dude. So I'm watching the fucking Squid Game, and it's great, and that's cool. Good. Yay, Squid Game. I like it. And you know what? I'm a big proponent on people, Americans especially, seeing shit that isn't necessarily American, right? It's a Korean series. Great. That's why I'm plugging Den Skyldige right now. You got to see this movie. It's great. And it's Danish. And it's not American. But boy, when I say, did watching that fuck up my Netflix algorithm. All of a sudden, I'm like, am I in Asia? I turn my TV on and I'm like, hold up. And I'm like, hold up. Am I close to Eagle Rock? What's going on? Hold up. Hold up for a second. Am I in La Cañada High School again? Hold up. Are we some of the only people that'll drive an Acura Integra in 1996? I'm like, hold up. Hold up. My Netflix is Koreaned out. I'm like, hold up. Am I the only race that still uses hair gel? I'm like, hold up. Am I still wearing Polo Ralph Lauren? I'm like, hold up. Do I have Arnett sunglasses? I'm like, hold up. Do I have a picture of my girlfriend on my dashboard in my car or a picture of me in my car and my wallet? I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up. I watched one series and the fucking Netflix shit just made my homepage Korean, dude. I'm like, hold up. They even brought other Asian shit in there. It wasn't just Korean, which shows that fucking, I'm watching another one. I'm realizing, I'm like, all right, let's play. All right, let's play the algorithm game. Let's play it. Let's play it, Netflix. I'm a Hulu boy, but let's play. So I played the shit, and I'm fucking halfway through one of the first episodes on this new show, and I find out it's Japanese, dude. And I'm like, oh, dude, your algorithm's racist. They all look the same, huh? Huh, streaming service? They all look the same. And you ask why I'm a fucking activist on Red Dead Redemption 2. Because there's injustices out there. I can't believe you listen to fucking NPR when we're talking about the hard-hitting issues here on Congratulations, the podcast. We always talk about hard-hitting issues on the Congratulations podcast. Previously on Congratulations. Kings and queens and fucking presidents alike. Everyone's just sat on that toilet, just grumping. Just taking a fucking grump. See? Anyway, dude. We have a good time. And it's honestly not even that hot right now. Maybe it's because it's fucking cooler outside. I got the fan going on in the corner here. It's the only room in the house that doesn't have air conditioning, and it's fine, dude. You ever read a Danish word and think that you're having an aneurysm? I did it. Speaking of Red Dead Redemption, I tried to find the fucking Arabian horse. Pissing me off, dude. It's in the snow, and of course it's white, so it's hard to fucking see it, and Kristen's all like, you're still up? And I'm like, I'm looking for the fucking Arabian horse. Arabian horse, Arabian horse. And that's just me fucking without warming up, dude. I've been yelling for the past 45 minutes, but right now I'm just like, Arabian horse, Arabian horse. So anyway, dude. Could you imagine if I was warmed up? I put a sign up right in the front window, an advertisement right in the front window, and all of a sudden success coming out of the blue. That's just fucking, just right now after screaming for 45 minutes. Guys rest their voices for a voice like that. They rest their voice all week. They rest their voice, put a week on it just to sound like that for fucking 5 minutes in the beginning of a concert. But I'm just like, advertisements right in the front window. Yeah, man. How about that fucking Instagram and Facebook outage? People were just crashing in their cars. It was like the fucking, it was like we were 30 minutes into that movie, fucking The Happening. Everyone was just stabbing themselves and just speeding into trees. What the fuck is going on over here? I don't even understand what's happening with Facebook and Instagram. What the hell is going on over here? What the fuck is happening? I keep on scrolling. My shit is stuck in a Photoshop picture of Joe Rogan interviewing a fat girl. What the fuck is going on? I know that Joe Rogan didn't interview that fat girl. What the hell's going on? I didn't know. I know the microphone is a piece of ice cream and he's putting it in the mouth. I know that didn't happen. They took that from the Conor McGregor when he broke his leg. They just put fucking, they put Joe Rogan on his fucking, on the My 600-Pound Life woman, and they put them together in Photoshop. I know that that's not real. What the fuck is going on? Was stuck on that. My Instagram was stuck on that. I forget. I think it's Photoshop Steve or something. I don't know the fucking thing, but it was stuck on that. And every time I turn on, just out of habit, I knew Instagram was down, but I would open it up and it would be fucking Joe Rogan putting putting a scoop of ice cream in the My 600-Pound Life lady, like he was interviewing her, like on the Conor McGregor. I'll put it up here. But yeah, so that happened, and then there was a whistleblower, I guess, or something. You know, every time there's a whistleblower, I'm always like, oh, what's this all about, dude? Because I don't really necessarily believe in whistleblowing, and I don't know about whistleblowers, right? I don't really get it. What a like, it's like everyone loves the term. That's one of those terms, like this, like systemic whistleblower. Dude, I can't think of them when I'm doing this podcast, but there are plenty of terms like that, you know. People like to say power dynamic a lot nowadays. You know what I mean? It's the real hot shit, like all these terms. Gaslighting. Oh, dude. Oh my God, you hit the nail on the fucking head, One Fire. One Higher. Bro, I wanted to talk about this and I totally forgot about it. Man, Kristen is listening to this fucking podcast. I don't know what the hell it's called, but I swear to God, it's about fucking toxic shit or whatever the fuck. And they spend so much time explaining to you what the fuck the term gaslighting means. Dude, hey, like, look, dude, ha, ha, hey. Sometimes gaslighting, sometimes you just don't. Huh. Hey, okay? You understand what I'm saying, dude? Some people are like, you're lying. And so all you got to do is say, dude, you're lying. And someone's like, hey, you're gaslighting. Dude, you're not gaslighting. Sometimes you remember shit differently. Dude, sometimes you're not gaslighting. You're just a piece of shit with your memory. Don't gaslight me. That's not what happened. Don't gaslight me. Dude, we just disagree. I said there was a fucking 6-pack of Coke left and there's not. It doesn't mean I'm gaslighting you. A gaslight, dude, she's listening to this podcast that says, a gaslight, if you're gaslit, this will happen. And gaslight, we're trying to go to bed and I'm listening. Gaslight is, and a gaslight is fucking, and if you're thinking of gaslight, if you're in a relationship with a gaslight, they'll lie to you. And if a gaslight, they'll get to friends. A gaslighter will often go to one of your friends because they like to gaslight other people into the gaslight. And we go into the gaslight district in downtown San Diego. Well, how have you drinks at the gaslight? Dude, shut the fuck up. Not everything is fucking gaslighting. Some shit is just talking. Some shit, dude, it's one of those fucking terms that just, it's gone so nuts. But what were we talking about though? What term were we talking? What started this all? I don't even remember. And maybe we never will. And some of you listeners are like, but it's this, but it's that. But you can't reach in and grab through the podcast and tell me. You can't. The Arabian Night, it was something before the Arabian Horse. God, I go out on so many fucking nasty tangents, dude. I go out on nasty tangents, man. I take a fucking canoe out on these tangents. And I don't go back. I didn't even pack enough lunch, dude. But this is the podcast you listen to. It's the podcast you listen to. We found a niche. What are we going to do? We found a niche, dude. I'm afraid it was a good story that's going to have to fucking crash and burn, but it's all good. Do we know what the fuck I was talking about? The Facebook, Instagram thing. Yes, that's what it was, dude. Oh, shit. I'm a piece of shit, dude. It was the Facebook, Instagram thing, man. 30 minutes into the happening, that's what everyone was acting like when the fucking Instagram went down. And I thought for a second, like, holy shit, what's going to go on, dude? What's going to happen? What if, I just thought for a second, what if Instagram and Facebook was just like the beginning of Lost? Just fucking when that loss comes and just swerves up in your, and right? What if it was just gone? Instagram and Facebook. If all of a sudden the social media, half of the social media was just fucking, and everybody who was 40 finally had to get a TikTok, you know? Everyone who was just fucking like, I'm no simp, was like, all right, what's a simp? Let's figure out what these fucking kids are talking about. Right? What if all of a sudden just Instagram and Facebook was gone? And these thoughts, right, were just like, guess I'll move back home. You know what I mean? They were just like, and just had the thought of, should I try school? Which, by the way, I don't fucking like school. Fuck school. Kristen asked me the other day, she was like, hey, would you ever go back to school for anything? Because she's studying to be a therapist and, you know, she's in grad school and shit. And I was like, fuck, no, for what? She was like, wow, that's hilarious. And I was like, I wish I fucking stopped school after second grade, dude. You know how fucking, I would already be retired. School is the general thing that generally is good for the general population. But bro, that's not a fucking comedian. A doctor? Yeah, you gotta go. Lawyer? Gotta go. Right? But fuck that, man. Business owner? Don't have. Right? Shit changes anyway, man. Bro, I was thinking about, Krista was talking about Calvin's college fund. I'm like, college fund? First, if there's still a world when he's however old you need to be to go to college, if there's still a world by then, there won't be college. Everyone will just be it'll be like Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Your brain will be on the inside of a robot, the middle of an inside of a robot's torso. And you'll just be like, hello. That's how everyone's going to sound. Just watching, whatever the new version of Netflix is in their eyes. College for what? Yeah, man. Just fucking college fund, my asshole, man. Lick my whole asshole. Dude, I love I saw a fucking TikTok today that was like, is this not suspicious? Is this not suspicious? And it was a guy that showed, how like there's that dumb as fuck conspiracy theory that Michelle Obama is secretly a man, and they call him Michael Obama, which is like, get more creative than that. Get more creative than just fucking dropping the LE at the end. Michael Obama, right, bro? They call her fucking Michael Obama because they think there's a conspiracy theory, and they say, isn't that suspicious? And this fucking thing shows the beginning. It shows the old picture of Barack and Michelle Obama, and then the current picture of Barack and Michelle Obama, and the old pic, Michelle Obama looks like a man. And I'm like, let me Google this once. So I Google Michael Obama. The first picture that comes up is Barack Obama and Michelle Obama. And it's the real version of the Photoshop picture they used in this fucking, is this suspicious? And it's like, dude, just Google shit once. How about? Just try one time, at least. Everything's fucking photoshopped. Are you kidding me? I'm not even me anymore. This is Keanu Reeves doing this podcast. And he's doing it just all for the art of it. I met Keanu Reeves once, and my ex-girlfriend we were together, and she was like, you should meet him. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want to, you know what I mean? There's like a few guys like that I really wanted to meet. And she was like, hey, so this is my boyfriend. He's a big fan. I was like, hi, nice to meet you. Very cool. And I was like, do you mind if I get a picture? And he goes like this, sure, one moment. And then turned back around, finished his conversation. And then fucking like 6 minutes later, he just turned back around. And he says, hey, what's up? You want that picture? And I was like, fucking yeah. Okay, cool. If it's cool. He's like, sure. And it fucking took that picture, man. Nice guy. I think that was the last picture I asked as a fan. No, it wasn't. Al Pacino was. I was like, hey, Al Pacino, can I have a picture? And he was like, oh, yeah. Oh, you want a picture? Sure. Al Pacino is hilarious, dude. He'll be in a movie about fucking, I think I've said this before. Yes, I must have. Because this is a joke I tried on stage. But where like Al Pacino, no matter what movie he does, he only accepts movies where there's like a long monologue that is a roundabout monologue that makes its point way, way, way too late. Where like it'll be like, a movie will be about him and his kid, and his kid will be like, Dad, you want to play catch? And it'll be like, do you know how they make a Kobe steak? and you're just like, what? And by the end of the monologue, it's like, you're like, oh wow, he kind of brought it around. And then you're always like left thinking, was that Al Pacino's idea? Like it like you're like, was that written or what? Did they fucking write this on acid? Ah, fuck. I love it, man. I love it. Having a good time. Yeah, but fucking Facebook and IG just went gone. What would the people, and I don't mean, I say thoughts, but I don't necessarily even mean women. I mean like the guys too. Like what do the people do that show their body on Instagram and shit? What do they do if it just goes away? And not that it will. Like, I don't think it will. Like people were like scared like that it was not going to come back, I guess. But it came back. It came back, and everything's fine, dude. You don't have to worry about it. The fucking, I got that song stuck in my head. Renegade, renegade. Who sings that shit? That fucking Charlie DiGiorno girl that fucking does the dances to it 20 times a day. She's got a fucking, speaking of Hulu, boy, doesn't she have a fucking, is that Amazon or Hulu that she's on? The Franco, D'Amelio, right? Is that them? Wow, One Fire doesn't know. One higher. One higher for not knowing it. Yeah. I don't know. What else, dude? Can we do fucking, people really want to know about, people keep asking me to do misconnections. Should I do some of those, or does that take prep? I mean, it's not that bad. They're always ridiculous, right? We can cut and come back and do it. Let's cut and do misconnection. All right, you guys, we're doing it. We did it. Honestly, dude, I just cut because I wanted to look at misconnections. I didn't even have to cut, dude. I did not even have to cut. There is a cut there, but I'm telling you, we cut out about fucking 9 seconds, and all I did was Google misconnections, and this was the first one that I got. Okay, Home Depot. First of all, it's called. All right, and it says, saw you at Home Depot in the hardware section and couldn't help but notice the impression you were making, quote unquote, south of the border. Say innuendo. Shortly after that, I went to the John to let out some of the coffee I had that morning, and not gonna win her over. Wait, no, this is probably a dude on dude, right? Yeah. Not gonna win him over. Actually, dudes don't give a fuck, man. Hey, I'm gonna evacuate my bowels. Want a BJ? Sure. That's a dude. Those are two dudes. Dude, hi, just threw up all over everything. Would you like anal? Absolutely. I took a urinal next to yours, and as I started to drain my bladder, this guy's draining a lot, huh? Let that coffee out and drain my bladder. Oh, he's not talking about shitting. Oh, I thought he was talking about shitting because coffee makes me... never mind. You turned and showed me your tool. Just say it. Just say it at this point. Just say it. Someone came in and you left. I was in midstream, so I had to finish up before I could go. I looked for you, but you were gone. If you see this, please reply. I'd like to talk and see more. See is in caps. We got it. So if you're not him and going to reply, I don't mind. Oh, a fucking hoe bag. A male hoe bag. Just let me know what area you're in. Yes, I'm still looking for him. Do not contact me with unsolicited services or offers. Dude, hey, man, just write this. Any dudes around for fucking? This guy led with the whole, yeah, so I saw you at Home Depot and had to drink coffee. What are you saying? Because then he's like, by the way, even if you're not this guy, let's get on all fours. Hey, guy, what does do not contact me with unsolicited services? That's all you want. Hey, dude, this guy, I really want to fuck, but also anyone. But make sure, if you're anyone, not to solicit me. Hey, dude, doesn't make any sense. Wow, man. I love it, dude. Look, oh, wow. I love these ones. You used to come over. Like, dude, what, did you never take his fucking number? Like, it's so easy to find someone in this day and age. When did they used to come over? In 1982? He dead now. Hey, the guy who's trying to read this, he's dead now. 'Cause just Google. Man missing his buddy, it says. You used to come over to my place and you would unclog the drain. Hey, guy, just say it. Just say you used to pork my anus or suck me off. You don't have to say unclog the drain. If this was you or you think you'd like it to be, let me... Hey, you could just rewrite this to any guy out there up for fucking? If this was you or you think you'd like it to be, let me know. I've missed you so. You've missed anyone? Do not, again, with the do not contact me with unsolicited services or offers. Hey, guy, that's all you're doing. Hey, if you're the guy I'm talking about, great. If you're not, cool. But if you're not, don't write. Dude, the guy's dead now. Because it's so easy to keep your fucking... So great, dude. Here's one. Table manners. Redondo Beach. It's just pretty normal for table manners. I can't believe I did not ask you two ladies to join me for a drink Friday night. You both were stunning. I hope to see you and we can have a drink sometime. Do not contact me with unsolicited services and offers. Oh, house sitting. Whoa. Oh. House sitting and looking for another dude to mess around with. I'm dressed up as a sexy Latina today, always looking for side work. Wow. Wait, hold on. This one looked like it could be good. Armenian in WeHo guy. What's up in WeHo and looking for some company. Me, 5'8", 170 pounds. Send pic, please. Straight to the point. Look at these. I saw you at the market, Downey. You were the girl looking at my package, but did not get your number. I'm the tall Latino. Oh, you did? All right. Wait, he sent me some. Here we go. Misconnections, number 1. Orange County. A tall lady on a turtle walk. Ah! That's what it's the fucking title. A tall lady on a turtle walk. Are you sure she was tall, or did she just look tall because she was walking a turtle? Should have said hello. We have similar taste in leisure activities and automobiles. What is a similar leisure activity as walking a turtle? Yeah, I like to walk my lizard. I walk my polar bear. Do not contact me with unsolicited. Hey, dude, how much is this just a guy that saw a hot chick and they made eye contact by mistake on her part? And he's like, oh, that's crazy, man. I would love to walk a turtle. I had a buddy like that. He'd always be like, yeah, man, I would never do this with a chick. And then he'd be like, well, you know, it turns out I actually really like it just because some girl fucking liked him that did it. Oh, my God. The fucking title of this one. Missing a lady to eat out. Gross. Crass. My dad listens to every episode and now has to hear that. Missing a lady to eat out. Ride offered from to Huntington Beach. You come over to me, I come over to you, or we can do it in my car. Single white guy is here in good shape. Ride offered from OC to LA. Weirdly made it about the ride, you know? Let's not forget. Yeah, I definitely like to go downtown, but I also need to go downtown. Let's not forget, I need an actual ride. Yes, of course, I'd like it to be boner-inducing, but also I actually need, or just likes driving people. I don't even know if he's the one. Oh, no, he's offering the ride. Jesus Christ. Weirdly about the ride, huh? All right. Well, I guess those are good ones. We brought back misconnections. Maybe we'll keep going next time. I know you guys have been really wanting me to do it. At least get a lot of comments. Wow, I like this one. Llama Lyra. And then is the title and then the subject. Llama Lyra, where are you? Hey, but who are you? It's not a misconnection if you're just like, hey, you know? Wow. This is crazy that this is a real thing that people do. TJ Maxx, Cerritos. I saw you in line at TJ Maxx this Friday afternoon, the one located by Cerritos Mall. You were the girl with the ram tattoo on the back of your neck. I'm the guy who was wearing a green long sleeve plaid shirt and Carhartt cap. Wow, so descriptive. Well, I guess you have to be. We exchanged glasses and I wanted to ask you for your number, but I was also in a bit of a hurry. If you're interested, email me and describe what you were wearing. You never know. I might be the love of your life. Scrape. Hey, God bless. Oh, boy. Oh, wait. What is this? I was nauseous coming out of Titan. Y'all watched Venom. There were two of you. I saw y'all coming into and out of our respective 8 p.m. movies. Me, Titan E. You, Venom. Let There Be Carnage. You said y'all watched Raw just yesterday. Dr. Naru's mind is so astute and poetic and gnarly. Do y'all go to the movies a lot? Do you want a friend to watch shit with? I'm new to LA, and just to be clear, I have a boyfriend, but I just want some pals to scream about movies with. Whoa, this guy's just looking for literal movie buddies. Wow. The world's a crazy thing, huh? Okay. Well, that's it, maybe. We're done, huh? Is that good? Okay. You guys, that's great. Go to the Crystalia.com to get this shirt here that I'm wearing. Make friends in the comments. And don't forget to make friends in the comments below this video. You guys, you hear somebody getting heated in the comments, you just fucking ask them out to lunch, dude. They need it. Or ask them where they're from. Say, hey, anybody else from Huntington Beach? Maybe I could get a ride down to OC or fucking downtown LA. And you know what I mean? But you guys are great. Thank you very much. And we got the new Life Rip stuff in, the new colorway. Patreon saw it first. Sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/Crystalia. And also the Flex Avenue shit. I've been having a lot of fun on Red Dead Redemption 2, so follow me over on Flex Avenue on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Flex Avenue. You guys are freaking great, and we had a great time. Thanks a lot. That's that one, right? All right, cool. Hey, I'm all over it.